Thank you, Mr. Collins. Appreciate it very much. Our concern, obviously, is that we don't want to be part of this international network and have Canadian companies interfering with other jurisdictions' elections. This is very concerning for us. It's also very concerning as we see a pattern flowing out and pointing to Russian interference in a number of elections. I'd like to draw the process as I see it and hear your comments as we go along. If we start off with the Russian government, and they have their second largest oil company, Lukoil, which is presently under U.S. sanctions and has been operating as an arm of the Russian government. And as well, we know the Mr. Alekperov is a former Soviet oil minister. This company somehow has money going to Mr. Alexander Kogan. He's the Cambridge researcher who's also, to my understanding, received money from the Russian government directly from and discussions with Lukoil and that. This person, Alexander Kogan, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on this, uses the cover of Cambridge University to do a little research project. If he was coming out of saying, I'm the Russian government doing a little research project, I'm not so sure that many people would have signed up. Do you see him as a key player, Mr. Kogan?
Well, we asked Dr. Kogan questions about his Russia connections when he gave evidence to our committee. As you say, he conducted, whilst he was at Cambridge, he also collaborated on a research project at the University of St. Petersburg that was funded by the Russian government, and that was into the use of cyberbullying techniques. Wasn't quite clear. Yeah.
But he's being funneled money from the Russian government. Now, somehow he connects with Mr. Alexander Nix, and we've had a number of company names, but we know Alexander Nix is both the CEO of SCL and Cambridge Analytica. So let's assume that they're one company. I know that whenever you seem to ask them questions, he'll say Cambridge Analytica had nothing to do with Lukoil. But we know that there were links between Lukoil and at least SCL. Is that correct?